find no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. Guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. From the gun, it's Jordan. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? We're going to get a lot of answers today. I just love quarterbacks that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Mayama. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He wants to throw it again. Just spot in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the field. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Turns it upfield. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Booster!
Second down, going to throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got that's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smothers. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throwing Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And this one's not working. He'll just run away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Now here's Manning. Short pass. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up 1st and goal.
Out wide right, it's Townsend. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside. It's Jordan. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Tough sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jordan moves, he'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. On target. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Return. Go. 2nd down to the air. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he drops it. It is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He slides past the first down marker. He'll convert that 3rd and long.
And this is why defensive programs lose sleep. Because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's Manning to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This defense has kept them backed up now. One more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down. But nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Left side, it's Jordan. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Right side, it's Mosley. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Flip it out to the back on the screen. On his feet at the 40. And after a nice gain, the runner is scoops out of bounds. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up. Getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snags it. Able to haul it in. Right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air, it's Mayaba. Intercepted to stop the threat. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Arch Madness. Rushes on. Being chased. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now
different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds in the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the ball. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Georgia keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked bout. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now to look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here we go, ready, go! Out wide right, it's Anderson. Runs full man, he might have space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When you're trailing into games, someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Arch is going to throw for it. Finds his target. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick give. It's Spotify. set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Long way to go on second down. To throw, Manning. Back open in the middle. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Right side, it's Coleman. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had it. Play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to hit that football and catch.
He'll keep it on second down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down the option.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Manning from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return. Was a bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pulls it in. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hold their head on.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the best.
Now, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And finds a soft spot. He works his way inside of the first down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They're all over it. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. Manning. Look out. And he gets it away.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure because he was hurried. He just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Manning. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Going to the run, it's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He moved the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that. Manning on play action. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down to the 26.
And this offense, man, they talk about coming out of half. They want to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting him.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Out wide left, it's Coleman. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up the fourth down.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorn! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Sweet cut there. He's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression.
Space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right side, it's Jordan. Could not make his way to the corner.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
This is touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. They're going to run it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's got a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Here's Arch to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
That just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Manning from the gun on third down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wideout. Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And this offense has been a struggle. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wants to throw on first. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Drops back on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. They'll run the screen. Picked up about 6, and looking at 3rd and 4. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And look, This guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game.